can be a dangerous world out there. Drugs, bullying, texting, and driving. Those are just a few of the hazards we'll face during our teen years. But we don't have to face them alone. As Emily reports, there's an organization that's dedicated to helping teens help teens. They came from all over the United States.
Tellico Plains, Tennessee.
I'm from Bismarck, North Dakota.
Denham Springs, Louisiana.
Cookeville, Tennessee.
Salem, Indiana.
Nebraska.
North Dakota.
Texas.
Connecticut.
Leesburg, Georgia.
They're here to attend the annual conference run by the service organization known as SADD.
SADD is Students Against Destructive Decisions. We pretty much help our community. We do anything we can to stop people smoking, drugs, drinking and driving, texting and driving, stuff like that.
I joined SADD because I know it makes a difference. There's work that needs to be done in the schools and in the communities, and I know that SADD gets out there and gets the job done, so that's why I joined it.
My uncle got hit by a drunk driver, and it completely broke his collarbone, and that's why I kind of joined to stop things like that from messing around with people.
Every year, the conference takes place in a different city. This year, it was held just outside of Washington, D.C.
I believe that together we can show our country and the world that SADD students are empowered, they're engaged, they're mobilized, and they are ready to make change. And that's going to take all of us working together. Are you with me, SADD Nation?
The National Conference is really a unique opportunity to bring together youth leaders from all across the country, from all different backgrounds, socioeconomic statuses, political views, to talk about issues that are most important to them, and to develop lifelong leadership skills that they can use to implement and make real change in their community about those topics.
Hey everybody, my name is George Erling. I'm from Lincoln County, West Virginia, and I was just going to talk to you all some about what we did at my school with my SADD chapter.
I think one of the biggest things with SADD is that we're students talking to other students. And so when an adult goes to a student and talks to them about drug usage and that kind of thing, it doesn't really connect to a person, like a young teenager, the same way it does when their peers are telling them about it.
Georgia's pioneering a new law called Hands-Free Georgia, where as of July 1st, all cell phone usage while driving will become illegal in Georgia, which will make our roads a lot safer.
We have dozens and dozens of workshops that focus on a wide variety of topics, from the opioid crisis, which unfortunately is plaguing far too many communities, to thinking about emerging issues like drowsy and drugged driving, cyberbullying, which we know still continues to plague so many of our schools, helping our students think about how to use evidence-based models of prevention. How can they be effective in changing behavior? How can they work with key stakeholders like law enforcement, community officials, elected officials, to bring about policy change and really mobilize the whole community around these issues so that we can see true success at the local level.
When we return, we'll show you some of the workshops and hear what the teens learned. We'll be right back. We're continuing our report on the annual SADD conference.
I always look forward to the national conference every year, and honestly we just come together, all these like-minded students, and we learn about making active change in our communities and fighting different subjects like traffic safety, substance abuse, and personal health and safety. And it's just so incredible to meet people from all over the nation who believe the same things, and we can just be a community together to make change.
During the course of the 4-day conference, the students meet in large groups called general sessions, and they hear from special guest speakers. This year's guest was particularly special.
Please join me in welcoming the First Lady of the United States, Mrs. Melania Trump.
It is great to be here tonight to help open this wonderful conference.
And they also break up into smaller groups to attend workshops.
The one I just went to actually was about body image. That one was awesome. So really, there is no such thing as the perfect man or the perfect woman. It's really this societal appearance ideal that we're being told.
We just talked about embracing who you are, because society constantly is putting images in our head of what we need to look like and like the ideal like perfect woman or perfect guy. So that one was kind of cool, just to remind us that we're awesome no matter who we are. So.
I'm here today to share Project 99's mission, which is a suicide prevention nonprofit organization, and we are here to share that everyone matters and share the story of my classmate Diego, who took his life in 2015, and we really want to make sure that we don't lose students to suicide and show how it devastated our entire community.
I learned that we need to be able to recognize the signs of suicide and that we need to be more involved in people's lives and just like pick them up as much as possible. We need to be involved and we need to like make friends with the people that are sitting by themselves, you know, at like the lunch table, the new kids. You need to just make as many friends as you possibly can.
I'm extremely talented at this thing I really don't like. I'm going to get better at it because it's going to help me with the thing I do like.
I'm here because growing up as a child, I didn't get the right influences and the right voices in my environment. So I'm inspired to help a lot of people achieve their level of success through giving them the right information and motivation that they need to achieve their full potential.
I think they get a sense of empowerment because a lot of times it feels hard to have your teen voice heard and to feel like you're really making a difference in your community. But SADD connects students with other students. It enables them to participate in a peer-to-peer program that really makes them feel like they're making a change in their community, and they are.
And they also have fun while they do it. From watching videos created by other chapters,
superheroes have X-ray vision.
we don't, to busting a move on the dance floor. One of the favorite traditions is the ice cream social, where everyone is invited to make their most creative sundaes. And there's also time to get in a little sightseeing.
Today I went and saw the Jefferson Memorial, Martin Luther King Memorial, FDR Memorial, saw a lot of memorials. We went to the Reagan Center, the mall, so that was fun. And then we came here, and it's been amazing.
SADD is supported by a lot of sponsors. For example, the National Road Safety Foundation.
NRSF partners with SADD National because they are the nation's leading peer-to-peer youth organization, and we knew that if we were to partner with them that we'd be reaching youth from all across the country, and there are some brilliant student leaders that are in this organization.
The conference is just the beginning. The real work happens once they walk out those doors and go back to be ambassadors for change. Our theme this year is Be the Change. One of Gandhi's most famous quotes just really talks about taking the knowledge and the resources that they gain here, going back and working with their parents, working with their community leaders, working with their peers to really bring about effective change and looking at how we can change behavior to make a difference, because we believe that even one teen losing their life or becoming injured by a poor choice is one too many and one that can be prevented.
Being my first SADD conference, it was a lot more than I expected. Like getting to know different people from like different parts of the country was very interesting to me. So it's very good to like know more about other people's stories, learn more about their families, and learning about like where everybody else is coming from and why they're here. So it's been very helpful and very like a very good experience being here.
So what did these kids learn?
To stay strong and to stay focused on what you're trying to accomplish, like with traffic safety and with opioid addiction and with all these problems that we're facing back in our communities, because everyone's facing them and everyone is trying to, as one mission, to, fix it all and come up with a solution.
It's been said that if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you want to take that to heart, you might want to join SADD. To find out more, check out sadd.org. I'm sure you'll be glad you did. For Teen Kids News, I'm Emily.